Well, I don't know if this is working. YouTube, it just cut out totally. I'm so sorry about that. Let me get the link here. I don't know if people are even be able to see this. Probably, I don't know. I'm like really upset about this.
Mosquitoes.
Really? Stand in front of the fan. Stop broadcasting, live broadcasting. You guys see me? Do you guys see me? You guys see me?
Do you guys hear me?
Yeah, I think we got people on. All right. You know, I don't know, man. This is really frustrating. I had to restart. And I know it's a YouTube thing because YouTube just cut out on me. It just cut out. And it was like, what the hell? It sucks because I had the title all set up and it was, now I just put back again part 2. You know, it's not even supposed to be that. But anyway, we're back. We're back. Where did I leave off, guys? This is very frustrating, you know, and I feel really bad when we had close to 60 people on and then people just started leaving because we were off. I'm so sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, we were talking about the truck here. Okay, so let's show you. I want Maya to quickly show you because she has to go. She's going to show you about the bed. So let's show her how the bed works.
Okay, first I like to do the middle. First you do this, clutch it.
Do it, quick. Cool. Boom. It's a pickup, and it also turns out to be a flatbed. And it holds up to, I think, 1,500 pounds is the load on the back. 1,500 pound load, which is awesome. So I just wanted to show you that so you guys can see that it's a basic pickup and it also turns into a flatbed, which is pretty cool.
And I can also drive it.
And she can drive it as well. So that's what I wanted to show you. Pretty neat. All right. Again, I paid $2,500 for the truck, $1,500 for shipping it to Galveston, Texas, another $200 for customs because customs had to go through it, had to get a customs clearance, they call it. They have to inspect it if they want to, and they decided they had to inspect my truck. So they had to go through it, make sure I didn't load any drugs in it or whatever illegally from Japan. So that was $200. I had to hire a customs agent to do that for me, which was $210. And then after that, it was another $100 in storage fees because I couldn't get it right away. And then it cost me $250 to bring it over. So $250, $3, $4, $5, $50, $650. So I'm in at about $4,600. $4,600. They are selling locally. When I look around here in the area, $8,000 to $10,000 with higher mileage. So they got about 30,000 kilometers, 50,000 kilometers, and they're selling for $8,000 to $10,000. This only has 9,500 kilometers on it, which is basically 6,000 miles. Very low mileage. So for $4,600, you get yourself a nice little mini truck. It's a classic. You know, it's something different. And the cool thing is I am pretty sure I can get it registered on the road because it's 25 years old. It doesn't have to be DOT approved, which means Department of Transportation. So going through the process of getting it inspected and all of that should be pretty easy. I can get it insured with Progressive. So I got to get it insured. I got to go get it registered, and then on the road. It'll be cool. It's not highway use. You can't go 80 miles an hour on the highway with it. You know, if you get in a crash, you'll probably be dead. But it's good for around the corner use. You know, or if you're living in a small town, or you have a shopping center right around the corner from you. And I think that'll be awesome. So yeah, we are going to do a build on it. We're going to make it look awesome. We're going to put probably some bigger, knobbier tires on it. We are going to completely paint it, put a cool custom paint job on it with a color scheme, two-tone graphic, three-tone graphic. And it's going to look freaking amazing, I think. The bed is 6.5 feet by 4.5 feet wide. The complete truck is about 10 feet. Let me measure it, in fact, for you right now. Go ahead, show the coffee.
So, guys, this is Japanese coffee, and it's a real can. You can see it says Boss Coffee. You can see the sign up down there, and you can see it's really Japanese. Maybe I should go more up. Wow, 30 people watching, Dad.
Sweet. All right, from bed to front bumper, 10 foot, 4 inches.
Ooh.
So the whole length of the vehicle is about 10 foot, 4 inches, which is really small. 10 foot, 4 inch.
And let's see, 31 people watching.
Sweet.
Oh, 30 again. Okay, let's see. Tony's telling, nice.
So it's a short truck, so you could probably fit an easy 3 of them in a 40-foot container. 45-foot container, you'll fit 4 of them.
And it's a very good coffee.
Back to back. Yeah, it's a very good coffee. Boss is one of my favorites. But look how small it is. It's got to be like a 4-ounce can. Very tiny.
I'm 8, and it's as big as my hand.
It's very good. I actually brought back like a dozen of these cans for myself. It's really good. Maybe I'll have one on the show next week. A nice cold one. I'll share it with you. Okay. All right, guys. So before we cut out again, let's get to some basic auto body Q&A. If you have any Q&A, let me know right now, and we'll do some Q&A for the next 15 minutes or so. And basically, we will call it a night. And when you get stuck in the sand, simply pick it up and move the rear end over. Exactly. It's so light. All right. Let me get on and answer some quick Q&A. Quick questions and answers.
Okay.
Let me sit over here. Thank you. Why don't you sit on your quad? And then I'll go like this.
Okay.
Okay. If I buy a car with no paint chipping on it, will it be easy to sand it all down and prep it for a professional DIY paint job? Absolutely. Hit it with 400 grit and paint it. Mask it up and paint it. Advice for painting over single stage. What kind of advice are you looking for? Basically, sand it down and you could paint right over it. You could paint right over single stage with base coat, clear coat, or with another single stage paint, no problem. You're not going to get any reactions. James Smith, if I do base coat but not cleared, maybe go with some kind of ceramic coating. Tony, when will you apply seam sealer after epoxy primer? Seam sealer is supposed to be before all of that when you're doing your body work. Seam sealer, to me, what you're talking about is basically bonding seams together on body panels, right? You would do that, and then you could epoxy primer over that. Bob Abbott, Tony, VIP member here, but noob to auto body. Love your stuff. I have a driver's side floor with light damage, dented in, and wondering where I draw the line on the new skin versus pulling the dent and Bondo. So first thing you want to do is you pull the dents out and get it as even and pulled out as much as possible, right? Use that crinkled metal to pull out, to do what you got to do, and then you cut, okay? You want to cut where it's clean, where it's not damaged too much. Okay, so cut that, and then you weld your new piece in, and you go from there and you do your Bondo. Hey, Tony, Coca-Cola is still $3 a bottle in Japan. No. No, it depends. I mean, you can get the little Cokes for like $1. You know, the 16 ounces. Awesome, Joe. Thanks. Exactly what I needed. Great. Scotland, second time. Sorry, door. Pedro Ramos. You can go from primer filler to base coat clear coat, or you need to put primer sealer and then base coat clear coat. If you're using a good primer filler, that is a good enough foundation base to put your base coat clear coat on top of. All right? If you're using a primer sealer, you could use that as a base as well. Any sort of 2K primer, thick primer, is a good base coat to put brand new base coat clear coat paint on top of, or a single stage paint. Mommy's calling you.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, you gonna get dressed and go?
Yeah.
Say bye.
Bye.
See you next week.
See you next week?
Yeah.
Next week.
She's gonna go shopping. Where are you guys going? Okay. Maya gonna go? You gonna go change?
Okay, bye. You wanna go say bye?
Yeah. It takes a while for the thing to load, but I'm sure people said bye. I'll let you know. She's wondering if anybody said bye to her. Kevin Smith. Fernando said bye. I painted a fender with paint that was color matched at a paint store. It still appears darker, especially in sunlight. Any tips or tricks for better match without blending into other panels? Well, Kevin Smith, what you do is basically, I will make sure to tell everybody right now that you guys said bye. Bye now. She's in the house. She already left. I'll tell her when she gets back. Basically, what you want to do is buff out the unpainted panels. Like here, I did the BMW fender, but I didn't do the door or this quarter panel. Okay, there's probably a little color match difference here. This red looks a lot deeper than over here. So what I'm going to do is buff all this out. Okay, you want to buff out your adjacent panels, the next panels here, with a good buffer, good compound, good glaze. Okay, buff it out and it'll brighten up your older panels to match the new. That's what you want to do. So that's what I do. Okay, and it gets close enough to where if you didn't paint the car, you're not going to notice it, right? Other people are not going to notice it, but you might notice a little bit because you painted, you worked on the car, but other people, they're not going to have a clue. All right, if you can get it like that, you've accomplished your goal. Okay. Hope that helped, Kevin. E. Davenzo, peeling clear coat, sand with what grit? Then what kind of primer to do base coat, clear coat? Peeling clear coat, you could sand it out with a 320 grit, 280 grit, depending on how bad it is. 280 to 320 to 360, and then finally 400. Okay, but after 320 or so, you basically want to prime it, right? So you get everything flat, and then you hit it with 400 grit. Water sand or dry sand, whatever you want to do. I like to finish off with water sanding always on my paint jobs because I feel like I get a nicer, cleaner cut, and it's really done nice. That's how I end my prep, with 400 wet sand. I might do a 400 dry sand on a machine to cut it down quick, and then I'll wash it with 400 grit with wet sand with my hand. And then you could just paint your base coat, clear coat right on top of that. All right, hope that helps. Thanks, Tony. What palm held DA do you recommend? I like the Advantage. I don't know what brands are popular right now at this moment, but I have Advantage. I have a couple other brands. Let me see. But they lasted me for over 10 years. So it's not like I had to go shopping for a palm sander in a while now. You know what I mean? What do I got? I got Air Vantage. Okay, it looks like I need a new pad on this one. I got another Air Vantage. I got two Air Vantages. let's see what I got. I got this big one. What the hell is this? I think this is a Dynamax or a Dynatred. This is an old one. I don't even know what the hell this is, but it works, still works great. And then I got this one from, I think I got this one from Harbor Freight a few years back. I was giving them away, and then I had an extra one that I never gave away. So this one works well as well. Harbor Freight. I think this one was about 50 bucks. Okay. Comes with a little vacuum if you want. But I mean, they're all good. As long as you get a 6-inch orbital sander, you could get a regular pad, and then you can get a Velcro pad. So if you're doing your wet sanding, you could use your Velcro, because you don't want to use a sticky paper when you're doing wet sanding. You want to use your Velcro so the paper doesn't come off or get all wet and messed up, right? Velcro is good for wet sanding if you're using the machine. Hope that helps. Am I on Instagram? I'm on Instagram with my my other pen name. Well, my real name's Tony Bandles, but I have a pen name that I use, Tony Ritchie, for Instagram. But that's more lifestyle stuff. I don't do much of my auto body. I show some auto body projects on there, but it's not toward. It's not all toward auto body. I should, but I'm mostly YouTuber for this stuff. But if you want to follow me on Instagram, check out Tony Ritchie on RICHIE. Tony, how I make my booth. Miguel, are you a VIP member? Miggy, we have videos in the VIP area on how to do homemade booths. Ricardo, my Yukon that we talked about last week with the bad clear. Do I sand all the bad clear down and reprime, or just sand at 400 grit? Well, if you have edges that need to be primed, like you got down to metal, it's good to prime those areas, or where it's good to prime where your feathered edges blend. So when you're blending into your paint and your clear coat, it's good to prime that, because sometimes if you paint right over that, you're going to see a little line in your final product. So I would prime what you feather out. Okay, I would prime what you feather out, and then 400 grit wet sand, and then you're all good. Hopefully that helps. Danny, just bought myself a Hutchins DA. Love it, but kind of pricey. Paid $280. Yeah, I got myself a Hutchins Hustler straight sander about 15 years ago. I paid $260 for it, and it still works like magic. Here's my Hutchins Hustler. That I paid $260 for a while ago. 15, how old was I? I think I was about 18, 28, 16 years ago. Thank you, Driveway Auto Body. Okay, painting with black always makes me get runs. How can I stop that, even if I use a low amount of paint? Well, you get runs because you don't have your flow correct, your painting flow, okay? When you're painting a car, you need to make sure you are away from the car at a certain distance and you're moving at the same speed all the time, okay? Because if you're not, if you slow down in one area for some reason, that's where you're gonna get the run, right? If you're a newbie novice and you taped up your mirrors instead of taking them off, and you're painting and you don't know how to successfully tilt your gun and go around the area, you're gonna get a run here. It's common. So if you're a newbie, I would highly recommend taking off your mirrors if you're painting a car, so you could go straight across the panel but not worry about it. If you're a little experienced, you know how to move around these areas and dust it so you make sure you get in here glossy, right? You can do that, right? Especially the Mako guys know how to do that pretty well. But if you're a newbie, or if you want to get nice paint jobs, take your mirrors off anyway, right? Like for me, I'm going to take these mirrors off. I might paint them another color. I might keep them the same. But you get runs because you're not flowing correctly, okay? You want to be 4 to 6 inches away from your panel, and you want to keep a smooth, constant spray across your panels, especially when clear coating. Base coat, not too bad. Clear coating. And you also want to make sure you watch the light okay, you watch the light and you make sure it's laying on glossy when you're doing your clear coat. You use the light. You want to make sure you're spraying glossy, okay? Hopefully that helps. Eric, Enrique, perhaps consider making a video using a machine for headlights. Haven't seen any on YouTube, only using block and paper nor orbital. You mean sanding the headlights down with a machine sander? That can be done. That can be done. But, you know, usually you only need to do it by hand to take off the grime. But these are glass. So you know what actually cleans these up? Triple O or quadruple O steel wool. Takes off all the overspray, all the grime for glass. Yes, send pictures. Tony Vaz, do you do classic car restorations anymore? I'm in the middle of a 65 Mustang project. It would be cool to see you work on something similar. Yes, you know, I do plan on doing one. I'm going to be here for a long time. You know, I'm not going anywhere with this. I do plan on doing a classic probably in the next project. So I got to wrap up this BMW. This one's going to get done within the next couple months. I don't think I'm going to be painting it this year. I'm going to have all the body work done this year, ready for paint. And I'll probably be painting this truck early next year when it starts to get warm again. So this is going to be sitting around for a while. This is going to get done and out. The Mazda Miata project, we're going to do the complete, we're going to finish out the color sanding and buffing on that while I'm here for the next couple of weeks. We're going to finish the BMW. So those two cars are going to be completely done. Don Fukushima. So yes, Tony, I do plan on doing a classic. It's just getting the right car and doing it. This is the last time I did a classic. It was my 67 Camaro. I did this when I was 21 years old. Complete frame off restoration, 4-inch cowl, Spectra blue from the Lexus IS 500 color, IS 300. You probably can't see it too well. Here, we'll take it out of the light. And it came out amazing. The car came out freaking amazing. It was badass. It was buffed so shiny. Like, it was incredible. And that's my Smokey, my German Shepherd. I grew up with him from 14 to 26. 13 to 26. Okay. And that picture was taken in 2005, 11 years ago. Okay. How do we send pictures? Okay. I have to think about that because we moved over to the brand new auto body membership site, like literally about a month and a half ago. I updated it last week. I put in some of the spray gun stuff and some, you know, a couple other things in there for you. But I'm gonna have to figure out, I think the best way to do it is to get a picture sharing account and then share your pictures. Like, what is that picture sharing account? We had a couple of them. But I will figure that out. I will look for an app that we can add to the members area. Driveway Auto Body. Are you in the Facebook group? Because the Facebook group is where a lot of the VIP guys add before and after pictures and update each other on all of that. Is it not good to use the same base coat, same tip on a spray gun for base coat and clear coat? Is there a difference? No, you could use the same exact tip for base coat and clear coat. So when you're done with your base coat, rinse your gun out with lacquer thinner, clean it out, and then mix up your clear coat and spray your clear coat. There's nothing wrong with that. 1.3 to 1.4 tip is the ideal tip size you want to use to do base coat, clear coat, enamel paint jobs, and single stage paint jobs, all of that painting, you want to use those tips, okay? I do it all the time. Oh, shit. Photo bucket. Photo bucket. There's another one. I think it was Flickr. Flickr or photo bucket. Tony, my question. Does half-inch hose over 3/8 improve CFM to the gun? Not really. You're not going to get a big difference. Actually, a 3/8 hose only has a 1/4 inch line inside the middle. So that's all you really need is a 1/4 inch for spraying. But your hose is 3/8. And we use 3/8 hose here. Your fittings are 1/4 inch. All right? So you don't want to get 1/2 inch. It's ridiculous. 3/8 hose is the hose you want to get for all of your painting. I don't use Facebook. Don't use Facebook. I don't use Facebook as much either, but I should. But we have the private Facebook group for the VIP members. So there's a lot of VIP guys in there talking with each other, helping each other out. It's more for you guys. You guys share pictures, and I pop in every once in a while to comment, to check out what you guys are working on and stuff like that. What are my thoughts on water-based paints? I've done a couple small projects earlier, like a year or two ago, but I haven't really done much with water-based. It's not really big out here where I am in this area here in Texas, so I really don't even use water-based as much. It's the same process, basically. There's nothing different. What about a shorter length? Shorter length will give you a better CFM. Less hose you got, the more CFM you're going to get. The more air pressure you're going to get from the tank. Right? The more you travel, the less pressure it's going to be. What kind of water and oil trap do you set up? Do you recommend a compressor? What's the Facebook page? Fernando, if you're a VIP member, contact support. If you're inside of the VIP member area, there's going to be a video that I'm going to be uploading within the next day or two, by the weekend, that shows you how to ask to join the VIP group on Facebook. So give me a day or two to get that set up in the member area, okay? So this is what I'm using. I'm using an Ingersoll Rand. What model is this? I am using the Ingersoll Rand regulator filter, 3/8 input airline. And this is it. It's just a small little water trap. Okay, I have it hooked up to my compressor here. Okay, I have my hose going in. Okay, I'm about 10 feet. I got about 10 feet of line going in. I got it set to about 90 PSI. Okay, and then 90 PSI comes out to the hose. Here's my water. That's where I drain my water. Okay, and I always drain the water at the bottom of my tank also before painting. And if it's a real hot day and the compressor's on, I'm doing a lot of painting, I'll drain it in between like my base coat to clear coat. But never had any water problems besides that. Send a link to the Facebook page, please. I'm a VIP member. All right, Tony, you guys, double check the members area in value add-on. Okay, so double check your Learn Auto Body members area. Log in this weekend. I am going to make a updated video and give you guys the link in the new member area on how to join the Facebook page. Okay, and then because you have to go through support and we manually accept you because we don't allow non-paid people in there. This is for paid VIP members where you guys are all on the same level. You guys are, going through the trainings. You guys are like-minded, serious people. And there's a lot of networking opportunity in there too. There's tons of cool people in there where you can share projects, get ideas, because everybody's learning from each other and stuff like that. So you guys are going to like that. All right, so double check the members area Saturday or Sunday. It's a VIP group. I think that might be it, Don. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Don, I don't want you putting that out here right now because now some people on here are not VIP members. They're going to ask to join because we're going to have to double check them because we only accept VIP guys. It's cool. Anyway, so any more Q&A, we'll go about for another 5 minutes and then we'll close it off and I'll see you guys on next week. What I'm going to start doing probably this weekend, early next week, is I'm going to start taking off all the parts. I'm going to take off the mirrors. I'm going to take off the windshield wipers. We're going to take off the front bumper cover. We're going to take off the light housing. Okay, we're going to take off the roll bar. It's not really a roll bar. Some of these decals I tried checking to get, and you can't get some of them anymore. And this special decal here is kind of like peeled off. So this I'm just going to peel off. But this I want to mask up and keep, because this kind of looks cool, 350 kg. And also this looks pretty cool. So I'm going to keep these decals on. I'm going to mask them up really good, paint it, and then I'm going to clear coat over them, possibly, because I want to keep them. It doesn't have to meet US specs to import something in if it's 25 years or older. I think I keep going to the old VIP site for paint. Mr. Mitchell, we moved over to the new VIP site for new members. So for all the new people who are joining now, they get access to the new site. For all the old members, you still have access to the old site. But if you email support, we will create you a special login to the new site so you can be on the new site. So Mr. Mitchell, email support, just say, hey, I'm a VIP member. Give them your email that you're registered with and say you want access to the new site, new members area, and then we will get you in as soon as possible. All right? What's up, Aladdin? Fast signs, that's where I get mine made as well. So we're going to do that as well. I'm going to get some fast signs done. We're going to make some cool graphics. So I'm going to have like learnautobodyandpaint.com graphic on here. It's going to look awesome. I can't wait to get this thing done. It's really a quick project. Probably could be done in like a week. But I want to take my time. I want to do it right. I want to make it look nice. I paid $2,500 for the truck, $1,500 to import it. In it about $4,600. Again, there's only 9,600 kilometers on it. I'm going to keep you posted on everything I do to it. I'm going to document everything that I do. I documented the complete buy, what I did. All you VIPs are going to get all that in the members area when this project releases in the next couple of months. All right. Fan size to buy, 20 by 20s. I think that's pretty good enough. Get 2 of them. Thank you, Driveway Auto Body. All right. So I want to say thank you for getting on, everybody. For all of you new people on here who have never been on the show before, you can go here to get a free 85-page auto body paint manual. What's up, Aladdin? Thank you so much. Tony, I painted some parts about 2 months ago, and I find that they chip very easily. What could be the cause of this? From Trinidad and Tobago. Maybe I would think your prep was not correct. You didn't prep the car. Maybe you sanded too fine. You didn't finish off with a 400 grit. Maybe you sanded too fine, and it's chipping. That's my only thought, because when paint chips, it means that there was no tooth for it for the paint to grab. When you sand at 400, you know, on a microscope, it kind of looks like this, where your paint actually sticks to it, okay? Thank you, Eric Pierce. Thank you so much. So I would think, guy from Tobago, Trinidad, I would think you need to basically sand the car down again. Make sure you finish with 400 grit and then paint over that again, okay? You want to make sure it's sanded good. You can't paint over 1,000 grit or 2,000 grit. You're going to blow it off in the wind. You guys getting this? When I threw the first hand of paint, I noticed that there were a few scratches in the bumper. I threw a few hands of primer, but after a few minutes, the primer began to crack. Well, it wasn't prepped properly. You got to make sure you grind those areas down, fill the cracks with body filler, right? Prime it, sand it, shape it, prime it, and then you seal it with paint. Okay? So here's the link to the free auto body manual, guys. I don't know why it's not going. Not sent. It's kind of weird that it's not sent. Anyway, here is the VIP offer. If you guys want to check out the VIP course, here is what you get. We are doing a special right now for the next couple days. Check it out. See exactly what you get in VIP. I hope you guys enjoyed. We had a lot more people on earlier, but the stream cut out. Glad I'm home safe. Thank you so much. It was a long flight, and we are so out of whack with the time zone here. You're welcome, everybody. I'm glad you guys liked it. I will keep you posted. I will see you on next week. I will show you what we're doing with the truck. And probably I might even start doing a little bit of body work to this before I leave. We're leaving again next month to Mexico for a little while. I don't know if you guys know, but my youngest daughter has a issue, and we're getting some special treatment done over there as well. Okay. Thank you guys for getting on. Here's the VIP course. Well, there's the free manual. I don't know why the free manual link is not working. So here is where you could just go to learnautobodyandpaint.com. And here is where you could check out the VIP course. Invest in yourself, get the proper knowledge so you avoid the pitfalls, the common mistakes that a lot of newbies make. Thank you so much, guys. And I will see you on. Thank you, Eric. Appreciate it. I'll see you guys on next week, same time, where we could do some Q&A for you guys. Hope all is well. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Yes, Anil, no problem, buddy. Have a good night, guys. Thank you, Tony Vaz, Danny D. Have a great weekend, everybody. My weekend, I'm going to be putting the Beamer back together. We're going to start color sanding and buffing it. I'm going to get some 1500 grit on DA. Do all the high spots, do the whole hood, do the front of the bumper, get all the high, the high gloss areas. And we're also going to do the Miata. And my goal is to buff out this and the Miata within the next 2 weeks. Good night, everybody. Have a great night. Thanks for getting on. Please like the video, share it, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Tell friends and family about the live stream here. Maybe other people can benefit. Have a great day. I'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye.